Believing in better is a mindset to pursue excellence in everything you do. It's welcoming opportunities to improve your farm and knowing that your best season is simply a starting point for this season. Precision planting is for farmers like you who believe in better.
Filling up. Take this down to the bottoms where we're at so we don't have to come up here all the time. Got a 1,500 gallon fuel tank here that's made out of an old dry fertilized buggy. Correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Used to be a gooseneck fertilizer spreader. Now look at it. No goosey neck, no fertilizer spreader. And that's the second frame's been underneath the fertilizer spreader. So it's not, the rest of the box was stainless steel, but the frame wasn't, so we had to replace the frame. We replaced the frame, quit using it, took off the box, then put a fuel trailer on it, then took the gooseneck off, and then put on a hitch.
I'm tired just listening to it.
That's what we did. A lot of work in this thing. You know how much of it I did? Huh?
Zero?
Zero.
I got lucky on that.
No, I helped put the fuel tank on.
Oh,
I did that, and the new frame. I guess all I didn't do was help change the hitch. Me and Morstank did the rest of it.
Nice work.
How much Jay did?
No, that's a big fat zero.
He wasn't even here.
Yeah, he probably wasn't even born yet.
Okay, we're getting ready to fill up the combine this morning. Get the old motor running. Moved out, ready to go. Quite a hose reel we got here. Pressure gauge. Good for nothing. Except tells when the nozzle clicks off.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to dig that off? You want me to? You got your pocket knife?
Dig what?
That wrap. You got your pocket knife?
Yeah. No, I don't. Give me that.
Farmer without his pocket knife.
We all know we didn't have one.
You got your pliers? Got your pliers?
Nope.
I don't think we ever had this happen before, but we've been in a bad grass spot where it's drowned it out about 4 times, so what happened? Anybody ever have this happen before? We haven't had this happen. 2 years, first time. Boy, it's a beautiful morning. Cooled off a little bit. Oh, what is it now, Jay? 65 maybe? 60?
No.
50? What is it?
50 is 40 some this morning.
Oh, boy, it feels good. Feels good.
Pretty bright, ain't it?
I like the morning sun.
Yeah, it is.
Well, we got done on the 60 on Wilson. Now we're on what we call number 2. The big field's like 640 or 50 acres in this field. A lot of corn out here. Biggest one field we got. Bunch down here bordering each other. You can about call it one field. Have a little trouble with a piece of equipment. It's a scale specifically. Made an appointment. The guy that works on owner, I guess. Be there at 9 o'clock this morning. Okay. Then he calls me. He's gonna be late. It'll be 10 o'clock. So I got a truck set and wait. Calibrate. 10:30, still not there. Business 101. When you make an appointment with somebody, something else comes up you got to do beforehand in the morning, you get up earlier, you get it done, you make your appointment. Just, you know, when I tell somebody I'll be there on time, I'm there. Unless something drastic happens, and that can happen. Something brave. Something happens, somebody, flat tire, that kind of stuff happens. For no reason. It's one of my pet peeves. That and people not calling you back when they say they'll call you back. So, other than that little deal, I'm happy. Everything's going good this morning. Picking a lot of corn. Gordy's coming over today after Garrett goes back to help with beans. So we got a third driver down here in these big fields because we pick a lot of corn in a hurry. two guys, two trucks can't get it up to the bin fast enough.
Well, Garrett's getting the scales calibrated and go back to bean crew. We've called Gordy back in. Back to action. First day of work. Watching David. We got an irrigation system here. It's a diesel, so I gotta go out to the center to shut her down. Got it moved out of the way. It's a big field down here, 600 some acres, close to 700 I guess, but we're gaining. Got started on it yesterday evening, worked on her all day today, no problems. So maybe get done down here in this field 3 more days probably. I'll go turn this irrigation off first. See you in the AM. This will be the second full day. So we had a day and a piece a day already down here. At least 2 more days left in this field. Start with 2 complaints and a praise. You gotta fill these case combines up in 2 spots, which isn't very handy. And they got the cheap plastic lids to like metal or something that just goes and clips over like a deer. But the praise is, look how clean it is up here. It's never this clean. They have an air chuck somewhere on there, a blower that blows off the turbo. It must really keep this whole area clean, because it's never this clean usually. So good improvement. That was one feature that was new for this year, or one of the features that was new for this year.
Well, back at it, cutting beans again down north of the house in the prairie. There's the farm up there, you can see. The beans are plenty dry in most places, but the water's held them back in a lot of places. So we're having to go around a few. But these right here are about 12% just before 11, quarter to 11 in the morning. And we had a pretty good tune. So they're plenty dry. In places they're plenty green. Anyway, David cut yesterday. I did not. I haven't worked for a few days. Just been lazy laying at the house. But the rest of them's been going. He got along pretty good yesterday. That combine seems to be clicking right along. Lost a knife out of the chopper they had to replace this morning. That's not too unusual. It's not much fun. You got to climb up inside to do that. That's the way it is, and it's all done, going good now.
Had a few things we had to fix today. That was low on some oil in one gearbox. Got that filled up. And checking an air leak. Got that fixed, I think. I think we just got an electronic problem. Wire off somewhere is why his blower's not working on his throat that he has on there. But we're up and running now. Just minus the throat blower. Scales outfit out of Noble came yesterday. We're getting some inconsistent readings on our scale, recalibrate again. Once they finally got here, they got her going right. So I think it's going to be pretty good. Just getting her set up right. Will Crumley told me they got one that once you get it calibrated, they're great. So it's good to calibrate now. We thought it was before, but evidently not. So should be good to go now, I believe.
There's David going. We are a little different position from the farm now. You can see it up there on the hill. When my dad was a young man, all these little areas had names. We are just south of what was known as Paget Corner. It was called that because a man had a grocery store there, and his name was Paget. It was just a small store, of course. And where we were, Over this way, that's Wolf Prairie. And I don't know if there's any wolves there, but that's what it was named. There's also Liberty School, which is a bit east of here. We'll be there before the year's out. A lot of different names for places around. Up where the bins are, that's called Tick Ridge. There's also Frog Eye west of us, and Bunker Hill that's east of us. A lot of those names came from the little country schools, one-room schoolhouses, way back in the day. Just interesting in that history will be mostly lost when my generation's gone. I personally never went to a one-room schoolhouse, but I didn't miss it by much, less than 5 years. And you can argue it either way. There's, of course, more choice when you go to big school. There's more choices or a bigger school. But I know some pretty smart people came out of like one-room schools. They did a good job for what they had.
Well, one advantage of being a auger wagon operator is you got time for maintenance. 50 hour, I got the timer in my screen, 50 hour greasers are due, so hop out and get a few of them at a time while I'm waiting for him to get full.
Still got some dust in the beans. It's been a lot of sun and clouds today, so partly cloudy, I guess. The beans are in good shape. 11.3.
Thing's got a nice red stalk on it, 1587Q. I'd say current leader in the clubhouse for quarter of the year, 2022 for us. Between it and 1136, I'd say right now. Look who made the trip to Indiana. Drove the tractor all the way over. River made it. Dust the flying. They just grade the road down here. It's just nice. But we lost Gordy. He's got a flat tire. He's at town fixing his. So rolling with 2. Little wait time. Not too bad though.
Well, today is Thursday. We've been in this big 640 acre field for this is the third day. We were up to a little over 400 acres in it now. We're moving right along. Corn's still doing good. Doing a test here right now, 1587Q and 1136 Pioneer all the way across this area here, side by side, so it's a good test. Right now they're both running 220, running the same. See how it ends up, but the Q is about 4/10 of a point wetter, but it's also got a lot nicer stalk too. Both of them standing up great, but 1587's got a heck of a good stalk. We did our population test earlier, and the population test, it came out about like it does every year. The 30,000 is still the sweet spot, 32 maybe. Any higher than that, you don't gain any yield, but you gain more money in it. This year the 30,000 was better than the 34, and a lot better than 38,000 in this yield range. So I think it's the fourth year we've done that, and it's been the same every time. 30, 32 is where we need to be, even in the irrigated corn. Reese going up to dump again in the wagon. We're picking them fast today. Nice big long throughs, get a lot done. Then the corn shows down about 15% once in a while now. That's today what it's been tested.
Anywhere from like 16.5, 16.7.
Okay. Well, 16.5 to 16.7 is what the loads are coming in at. Good shape. Still in the bean cutting mode. We're a little ways from the house, a little ways less than a mile probably. About that. Anyhow, we're having to leave a lot of them. They're just not right everywhere. Some places they're right, but you see over there there's green spots, and we're going around a lot. I guess that's just what we're going to have to do for a while. It's going to be a bit before everything's right. The dog's down here chasing us around, these same colors the beans, so that's kind of a problem. And I wanted to get something straight. We had in the comments section last time about the new combine breaking down and the labor that did it. The combine build date on that was December 2nd of 21. So it's been built for a while. So the accusation was false. Just want to clear that up. And we had a lot of good weather for beans, though, I will say that. Getting along, it's just kind of slow having to go around so much.
Uh-oh. Not good when the shields are open. What's the issue?
Not sucking the screen up. Dirt off the screen.
Huh.
The fan's turning, but something's plugged up there or something.
Hey, your sucker plugged up? Is that what the problem is?
My sucker's plugged.
Plug sucker.
Nothing worse.
Nothing worse. Oh yeah, it takes forever. Dad's going to fire up the combine. This is a blower right here that sucks that off of the screen that covers the radiator. It goes right down there. Spin it on the outside. We're going to see it spin it on the inside. See whether this is the problem or just the holes were plugged up where they cleaned out. It's spinning, good news. So hopefully it's just a plugged up hole. So it's nice these things come with an air system on them. Doing a good job down there, keep her up.
Thank you, thank you. Getting lots of practice. Put my hand where it don't belong.
Yeah, you look young doing that. I think it's fixed, just plugged up. That thing that's been around got plugged. That sucks the air off that, or it sucks the trash off that and deposits it down right in there. Shoots it down. Keep that screen clean, which is in front of the motor, so keeping it from getting hot. It's starting to get a little hot, and there was another warning, can't remember what he said, so fixed now.
nighttime in God's world again. Early, just now sunset. Isn't that pretty? How would you beat those colors? So it's clear and it's still, so I'm sure we won't go much longer. But we'll get a little bit. Be that much. Like a little bit being done though.
Something by the bin place. Davis, checking out progress. Looks like they got the hopper tank up. Working on it now. Downspout to it. I noticed a lot of people in the last video noticed in the time lapse. Yes, we do have a big drag coming out of the bottom of the bin, which will empty into the leg. Usually they're augers. Should be a little better on the grain, faster I think. The side holes. I always thought this one as a kid would make sense, but people are doing it now. Go all the way across, because that drag actually sticks out the other side, which that way you can grease it easy, because you know it's sticking outside, so it kind of has to be done that way if you do a drag. A different kind of sweep too. It's supposed to be safer. It's supposed to get it cleaner, allegedly. Instead of an auger there, and it will be better on the grain. Have these paddle sweeps here too. They'll just sweep that thing right underneath, right to there. You're supposed to just be able to let it go around and around, and all you gotta do is just come in and shovel from the side once, and then just sweep the rest up. Also got downspout here going to the bin that was the biggest bin here, which is definitely not now. That's the only old bin that this new leg can dump in. Fans hanging off the side, blows in cool air underneath the floor, then it goes up, all the way up, and vents out the top. That's how we keep it cool. Don't want it to get too hot and rot. This is where that drag comes out the outside here. 50 degrees. There's some tank batteries right there. Oil tank batteries. Get to there, we finally got this field done. Should get her later today. Well, we got her. And his blower's working now. Just blew his throat off. Feel like you accomplished something when you get that one done. Well, on to another one.
Getting along good. We're a little behind when we started, but I think maybe we've kind of caught up because everything's went so good with picking the corn. We're up to well over 1,800 acres now, so 40% on the corn. Moved to another 80-acre field over here. Yesterday we had that great day, all those bushels. We won't have near that today because the smaller fields, not quite as good a running. We're going to get a bunch down here in God's big open country, the Wabash River bottoms. High bottoms, but it's still bottoms. Corn's going to come in probably 15 bushel to 20 more than I had it estimated at, so that's a good thing. We've been in a kind of a garden spot this year. We'll take it.
Well, that's going to do it for this week. Things on the corn crew couldn't be going much better. Dad says it's the smoothest harvest he thinks he's ever had, so it's definitely the smoothest one I've ever had. So, yields are good. Prices are good. We haven't had any breakdowns. What more could you ask for harvest-wise? So, harvest 22 is looking good so far. If you want your Ivers merch, ivers-farms.myshopify.com. Thanks for watching, and I think I'll see you Wednesday. Pretty sure I'll see you Wednesday. Yeah, stay tuned and find out.